Pound for pound sports entertainment. Hit the like button, comment below, share, do all of that. I'm just coming in here, doing a little quick live. You know what I'm saying? Um, Not that special. Talk about Canelo real quick. Talk about what the Charlo twins are gonna do. You know, a couple things going on in the sport of boxing. Andy Ruiz saying he wants Wilder. What else we got going on? I don't know. I'm just trying to start back going live more, trying to do a little bit, do some things a little bit differently. Random times, try to get my schedule down packed. But yeah, man, like I said, I just did a video. Canelo Alvarez. First of all, y'all hit the like button when you come in here. Canelo Alvarez. Nobody's gonna beat him. Nobody's gonna beat him. It's over. 168, 168 to 175 is done. It's over. There's nothing you can do. If you think you're gonna beat Canelo, you're wrong. You go in there trying to outbox Canelo, you're gonna get stopped. It's that simple, man. I don't care what you think. I don't care. These guys really go in there. They go in there and get a payday, and that's good. I don't know why it's a big emphasis on guys. Oh, they just want a payday. Yeah, I do just want a payday. You don't go do a job and not expect to get paid, right? Common sense. These guys are putting their lives on the line. I would expect them to get paid top dollar, especially when this is potentially most likely the biggest fight of their career. I expect you to break me off with a little bit of money, at least minimum $10 million. You know, that's just common sense. I want to walk away with 10 million after taxes, after paying the trainers, managers, all of that. I want to walk away with 10 million. I want boxing to be an option for me. Caleb Plant. They say Caleb Plant walked away with 10 million. Hey, congratulations, Caleb Plant, man. We got to talk about him too. And see and try to really think about what he's going to do. How does he come back? When does he come back? What went wrong in that fight against Canelo Alvarez? I thought he was doing good, man. I think he slowed down the second half of the fight. Oh God, man, it sucks. I feel bad for him, but I knew it was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. I knew Caleb Plant was going to lose that fight, not because he's not a good fighter. No, 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 no. No disrespect to Caleb Plant, but because he wasn't prepared. That's all it was. Caleb Plant wasn't prepared for Canelo. I feel like the turning point was when Canelo looked at that microphone. I mean, talked to that microphone and looked at Caleb Plant towards the end of their press conference and said, "Hey, you're not on my level." That was it. You could talk all the stuff you want to talk, but when Canelo got on that microphone and looked at Caleb Plant and told him you were not on my level, that was it for me, man. And then there's videos of Caleb Plant and Canelo in the ring. I think it was round 9, round 8, something like that. Caleb Plant's talking to Canelo, saying, "Hey, I'm pretty good. It's a good fight. Do you think I'm good?" Like, man, stop, bro. God, that was disappointing. That made me mad. That made me mad because I felt like the fight was out of him. I felt like the fight was out of Caleb Plant, or maybe he was playing mind games with Canelo, trying to get him comfortable. Maybe he takes some steam off them punches. We don't know. But how it looks, I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. I ain't like that at all. I think Caleb Plant did a lot of great. He did a great job using the shoulder roll, trying to counter Canelo. He was giving Canelo a little bit of problems, but Canelo ultimately wore him down, like we all knew it was going to happen. Caleb Plant slows down in the second half of the fight, got caught, bam, over with. It's over with. Put down twice the 11th round. That was it. When it happened, I wasn't surprised. But I also wasn't surprised by the judges. I wasn't surprised by the crowd, how every time Canelo threw a punch, everybody was going crazy. I wasn't surprised. That's what happens. You're in that environment, and especially this is what makes me mad. When you're not prepared to go into that environment, meaning you haven't had big fights like that, you don't really know. You're kind of looking like a deer in headlights. You don't really know what to expect. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to feed off of the crowd. You don't know that type of energy. You don't know if it's nervous energy or just nerves of anxiousness. You know what I'm saying? You never been put in that position before. And that's the problem I have with Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, Charlo. Good fighters. They don't have the experience, and I'm talking about big fight experience to beat Canelo Alvarez. That's the only issue. I think Charlo's a great fighter. I think Benavidez is a good fighter. I don't see them. I don't see them beating him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't see any of them beating him. I don't see nobody at I don't see nobody from 168 to 175 beating Canelo Alvarez. I just put a video out on it. I had to do it live. Nobody's beating him. And y'all hit the like button when you come in here. 175 is trouble for Canelo. Think he's small for that division. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do think he's small for that division, but it don't matter. It's still Canelo. He's gonna walk you down, put pressure on you, make you fight on the back foot. He's gonna try to get around the jab, and then ultimately we go into the body the whole time. Anytime I throw a punch, it's over with. They're already gonna say I won the fight, and that's the problem I have. Plant lacked elite level experience. Absolutely, he did, and that's what I was just talking about. Plant, David Benavidez, and Jamal Charlo. They haven't been in the big fights. The reason why Plant lost that fight is because he hasn't. Who has he faced? Let's be real. He hasn't faced anybody to prepare him for Canelo. And hit the like button. He hasn't faced anybody, and that's what makes me mad about it. These guys, and I'm not disrespecting PBC, but these guys are not active enough. They get to a certain level and then they slow down. They get paid big money. And yes, they do deserve their money. Get your money. But I like to see more fights. I like to see you fight different styles. I feel like if Caleb Plant would have took on, hold on, but Plant did a lot better than I expected. Yeah, I agree. He did a very good job. I think early in that fight, I had him first 6 rounds. I had him give him the first therefore, I gave him probably 3 out of the first 6 rounds. He did good. Maybe it was maybe 1 or 2 swing rounds in there. But he was giving Canelo problems. He was using a shoulder roll really good. A lot of Canelo's punches were landing on Caleb Plant's gloves. He was kind of blocking it with a shoulder. He was doing a good job, but he ran out of gas. I was expecting him to go in there, jab, clinch, move around, spin Canelo a little bit, tap, tap, make it real ugly, especially when he had Andre Ward in his camp with him. That's what I was expecting. But ultimately, Canelo ended it. Plant gained elite level boxing. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Absolutely. And this is what I don't want him to do. I don't want him to get the money, sit on the shelf, disappear for a while, and come back. We need you to come back. I don't care who you fight. Come back, be active, get back in the swing of things. Get that loss out of your way. Get that out the way, and then let's get back into it. Because guess what? Canelo's got the belts at 168. We don't know if he's going to keep them. We don't know if he's going to fight David Benavidez. We don't know if he's going to fight Jamal Charlo. We don't know if he's going to go to 75. I don't know what Canelo's going to do. I don't think he knows what he's going to do. We might get a Triple G Canelo 3 in May. I don't care about no damn Triple G, man. First 2 fights were great fights. But after that, I don't know who Triple G's been fighting. He been fighting, who's he fighting? The cast of Yellow School, what, the big, I don't care who he's been fighting. He ain't been fighting nobody. Steve Rolls? No disrespect to Steve Rolls, but who? Huh? Come on, man. And a lot of people say Derbyachenko beat the dog shit out of Triple G. I seen the fight. It's pretty bad. Triple G got beat up a lot. Like bad. But he walked away. He was given a victory in that fight. You know what I'm saying? After that, I don't know who he's been fighting. Now he's about to fight Murata in December. Triple G is like, what, 41, 40 years old. You come off a loss. You get that $100 million deal with the Zone. I think it was like, what, a 6-7 fight deal? So I mean, you get that Canelo fight. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure Triple G would want it, but then again, I know he's not stupid. I think I had Triple G winning the first fight against Canelo. So if you think you won that first fight, they gave it a draw. Then the second fight, I had Canelo winning by a round or two because Triple G took forever. It took a little bit longer to wake up, probably like the middle rounds. You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to go into the third fight with this guy? No matter what I do, unless I knock him out, I'm not going to win. The judges are gonna give everything to Canelo, and that's it. So please tell me why would I do that? But my thing is, I don't see nobody beating Canelo, man. I don't see maybe Benavidez. I don't know. He's got bad feet. Charlo, whenever he's ready to come up to 68, whenever, and he wants to stop fighting with Jared Hurd and in the crowd and stuff and showing up to Canelo's fights for no reason at all. It pisses me off with Charlo because we want that fight. We've been wanting that fight, but guess what? If you add in the fact that he's got to go up 8 pounds to 68, and his last couple performances have been really lackluster, we might have an issue. I don't know. I think he could. His trainer Ronnie Shields already said, "Hey, he would have no problem making 68. He'd be comfortable, no problem." The best physical shape that I've seen Charlo in my opinion, was a Dermanchenko fight. He looked massive. That man was tight. He was fundamentally sound. He was a smart fighter. Everything was strong, precise. That was probably the best I ever seen him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care about what he did at 54. I don't care about none of that. That fight, that was a good fight. Casuals are really pushing for Triple G3. Canelo not interested, but said media is asking for it as a possibility. But I'd rather see him fight Charlo, David Benavidez. Errol Spence. Huh? What weight? What weight do you want to see Canelo Errol Spence? Because Canelo said he recently, I think it was what fight was it? One of those fights, his last two fights, he came out and said he can still make 160 and he would come down for Errol Spence. So if you have Canelo come down to 160, Errol Spence come up to 160, I don't know. I'm going to say it like this. I like Errol Spence. Canelo beat the dog shit out of Errol Spence. You don't have enough for him. Errol Spence should be focusing on Terrence Bud Crawford. Errol Spence should be focusing on Ugas. Okay. And speaking of Errol Spence, I'm glad you brought him up because Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter supposed to be going down, I believe, 2 weeks at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. And there's rumors came out today that Errol Spence will be in attendance. Now, I don't know why. If you were just trying to fight Ugas, or maybe, hey, maybe you couldn't get Ugas. Maybe the WBA is just not budging on that. Catch weight of 64. Huh? Catch weight of 64. You know what? If I'm Errol Spence, go ahead and do it. Think about this. If you can't get the Ugas fight to get the third belt that you want for the WBA, if the fight between you and Terrence Crawford cannot be made, third biggest option will probably give you the most money. Errol Spence, Canelo Alvarez. 164. Hell, do it. Go ahead. Because I don't know how long Errol Spence has in this game anyway. He's always got something going on, out of the ring stuff, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he just doesn't want to do it anymore. He's tired of the politics, I would imagine. He can't make weight at 47 anymore. If he goes to 54, you're not going to fight Charlo, who has 3 belts. Those belts are tied up with him and Castanos. Earl recently said no way, 0 chances. What he said at Canelo post-fight interview. No way at what? No way at what? Like, what are you talking about? What did he say no way about? Because I don't know what, I don't know if you're referring to the Canelo fight. I don't know if you're referring to the Bud fight. Because I want that Bud fight. I want that Earl Spence and Bud fight. That's a good fight. I want to be what, neutral ground, maybe Atlanta. Put that in the stadium. With it, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I want that fight. But hey, you fight Canelo, you could put that at Texas Stadium too. It's still gonna fill up. That fight Canelo. Man, you better go take that. You better get that money, bro. If Canelo wants to fight you and he knows that you're a big draw, you can get 60-40 from Canelo. Because we know you're not gonna be the you're not gonna be the A side. I would if I'm Spence, I'm trying to make that fight happen. If I can't get Ugas, I can't get Bud. I'm trying to get that Canelo fight. Whatever catch weight he wants, go ahead and do a cash out. Because ain't no point in you fighting no more. Who are you fighting? You wanna fight who you want to fight? Your IBF mandatory waste of time? You don't want to be killing yourself, shrinking yourself down to 47 for what's his name? I don't even know how to pronounce his name. It looks like somebody just took their fingers, just dragged it across the keyboard because I can't pronounce all the letters in his name. But no disrespect to him. It's pretty funny though. I'm a funny guy. Earl Spence Canelo. I don't like it at 164 if that was to happen though. But you said, Earl Spence said no. So, but if he said no, then why would he get up there? What fight was that? The Maurice Hooker. Was that Maurice? I don't know who it was. It was some fight that he said, why would I fight Terrence Crawford when I could go fight Canelo Alvarez? I get it if I were Earl. It's just a big fight. Both Earl and Canelo self good. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They both pound for pound fighters. You can put that fight right in Texas Stadium, at Jerry World over there at Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Put it in MGM, put it in T-Mobile, put it wherever you want to put it. Put it at the Raider Stadium. That would be crazy. That's selling out. I'm telling you, that fight right there. Okay, you're gonna find a link. Yeah, man. All them Texas boys coming down. All Canelo fans is coming down. Man, it's gonna they stacking up, they filling up a stadium. Earl's gonna talk his stuff. Saying Canelo's gonna talk his stuff. They're gonna have the belts up there. That's gonna be crazy, man. That's a good fight. I don't think it's a good fight, honestly. I think it's a spectacle of a fight. I think Canelo beats the dog shit out of Errol Spence. The better fight is Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. But for him to allegedly, because this is the rumor that everybody's saying that he's going to be in attendance at the Terrence Crawford Sean Porter fight. If he is going to be in attendance, I don't know. I don't know why you would be in attendance to that. If you say you don't care, you don't want to show up to a Terrence Crawford fight. Terrence Crawford wouldn't show up to your fight. You sitting there saying, "Oh, I don't know why he's here." Huh? You know why he's here. He wants to make the fight. It's not hard. I don't know why YouTube is tripping right now. I can't even do what I need to do for this. But yeah, man, Canelo's too big for Spence. I think. Yeah, he's too big for Spence. But hell, we don't. I mean, maybe they put a rehydration clause on Canelo. I don't know what you could do for that fight. That's why I say 164. I don't see that happening, man. I don't see that happening. But I know I'm about to go to the gym. I just want to do a little quick little live real quick. But Canelo, Earl Spence, I might do a video on that, really break that down later. 164, I like it maybe a 160. 162. I don't know. It just because Canelo just got on a scale before the Caleb Plant fight, and he looked drained. He looked drained to me. So I don't even, I don't know if he just didn't make the weight right. Maybe he does need to go up to 75. I don't know. All I know is you go up to 75. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, them guys is too big for him." Man, he just beat Kovalev, bro. I think the easiest route for him to go if he did go to 75, you take on what's his name? Bivol. You take on Bivol. I don't see Bivol beating him on nothing. Bivol ain't fought nobody, bro. Bivol ain't fought nobody. Better Beeb, not yet. I ain't messing with Better Beeb yet. I think you save that. You go to Bivol, get that WBA. Then you go to Better Beeb and get that WBC. And what other belt does he have? I know he's unified. I don't know what other belt. I think it's the WBA. You get both of those belts from him, or it might be IBF. You get both of those belts from Better Beeb after Bivol. Then you hopefully maybe get was it Joe Smith Jr.? He might be tied up. I think he's got a fight because he was hurt or something. He had COVID or something. What is this? Spence a big 147 guy. Height is Canelo. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm saying. So, but I mean, Canelo's wider than Spence, though. We'll see. That's why I'm like, I'm interested, but it's going to be Errol Spence fighting at a weight that he's not used to. He's used to feeling a certain way at 47. He's used to making weight a certain way. Working with Blu-ray and coming down to 47, doing certain things to strengthen certain muscles and walk around and feel comfortable at 47. Now you have him go up to, what was it, 62? I don't know how he's going to feel. Should Canelo retire? No, he shouldn't retire. Absolutely, he shouldn't retire right now. I think you defend the belts. I mean, I think you fight Charlo because everybody's saying, you ran from him at 54. Charlo and Benavidez are potential threats to you at 60. You have the option of going to 75. Basically, if I'm Canelo, I can do whatever I want to do. If I want to do a catch weight fight, we're gonna do a catch weight fight. Any sanctioned body, they're not gonna strip me. There's nothing you can do. I could give up the WBC belt and just be franchised and still be known as the champ at WBC. IBF not playing with them because they'll strip anybody. All right, they stripping you like you owe them some money for real. But I think at this point, with the amount of money that Canelo's bringing in, all the sanctioning bodies are going to roll with whatever he wants to do. So therefore, that's going to hold up the entire 160 or 168 division. That's it. Benavidez, and you know what? I'm gonna say this. Let me look into the camera. This whole thing is David Benavidez's fault. This whole situation is David Benavidez's fault. I'm blaming David Benavidez. If he doesn't, I'm not even talking about the drug stuff. If he doesn't miss weight right before that Showtime card during the pandemic and get stripped of his WBC belt, Canelo does not come to 68. He does not get that belt. All right. Or maybe he does come to 68, but he doesn't get that belt. It would have been Benavidez. It would have been Caleb Plant on their side of the street doing a unification like the fight was supposed to happen. But nope. Benavidez gets stripped yet again. Yet again, he gets stripped. That's 2 times. First time, oh, he made a mistake. Second time, dude, there's no excuse. You're a professional. Some people are gonna be like, oh, it was because of the pandemic and the scale. I don't want to hear nothing about that. You've been making weight any other time. Or if you're having trouble making weight, go up to 75. You better get a head start on Canelo before he gets there. I do believe Benavidez fights next week. Oh, I don't even know who's he fighting because Uzataki got hurt or something or COVID. Or I don't know what he got, but I don't care who you're fighting. I really don't. I'm blaming you, David Benavidez. Anyway, Charlo was offered $10 million for Canelo fight 154. I can't confirm or deny that. I haven't even heard that. I know he was offered some money for Andrade, but I don't know about the Canelo fight. So I ain't got no words on that. But I'm still mad at David Benavidez. That's what I'm mad about. Even Charlo brother. Yeah, I do remember that. Okay, I know you're talking about now. Even his brother confirmed. I remember that. I remember they was beefing back and forth on something on social media or something. And then, yeah, Mel had came out and said, you turned down the Charlo fight. Okay, cool. Whatever. All I know is now the fight is even bigger. So whatever money you were going to make, I think Charlo would make more money. More money now than he would then. I'm going to be real. I'm still mad at Benavidez. I don't care about none of that. I'm mad at Benavidez. His fault. Canelo would never came and got that WBC belt if you would have had that. But no. I had to find some kind of way to mess this up. You know what? I'm not going to make weight. Yeah. Now you done messed it up for your side of the street with the unification with you and Caleb Plant, which would have prepared both of y'all for a Canelo. Could you imagine how much better Caleb Plant would have been if he would have fought a David Benavidez before fighting a Canelo? He would have been able to deal with that pressure. He would have had to learn to sit down on his punches, turn a certain way, use his angles, do this and that, do the little things, try to make it the full 12 rounds. He would have been able to work on his cardio better. He would have been able to understand a big time fight, especially with the crowd being most likely pro David Benavidez. So you're dealing with the same type of crowd with Canelo. But no. That didn't happen. Because like I said, I blame David Benavidez. because you messed it up. You messed up a payday in that fight right there. You messed up in a potential Canelo fight because guess what? If Canelo was going undisputed, he had to come see you because you got the WBC belt. And we all know how the WBC loves. They love Canelo Alvarez. Oh, what do you need, Mr. Canelo? Oh, well, you don't want to fight that guy. You don't have to fight him. Here, we'll strip you, but we'll make up another belt and call it a franchise. Man, you know, they love Canelo. They just want to see that green belt around his waist. Whatever Canelo wants. Ryan Garcia too. Whatever you want. Take all the time you need. It doesn't matter. Come on, man. We making up stuff around here. I'm mad at David Benavidez. Caleb Plant, I think Caleb Plant had no choice but to fight Canelo. 1, biggest fight of his career. 2, biggest payday of his career. 3, who else he gonna fight? You gonna fight the Uzatagis? Who you gonna fight? Andre Durrell? For what? That's what I'm mad about. So guess what? I haven't fought. If I'm Caleb Plant, I haven't fought since January. Last time I fought, I hurt my hand. That's what I was concerned about too. I thought maybe he hurt his hand. That's why it slowed down a little bit. We don't know. We don't know if he hurt his hand at camp. Long layoff. You know what I'm saying? So Canelo's been super active. So you got him on that. You're not coming off of an injury, and you're on a little streak of stopping people. You broke Billy Joe Saunders' face the last time you got in the ring. You stopped Udrum in like 1 round in Miami. Then the next person you fight is Caleb Plant with no experience in big fights, coming off of a 12 round 12 round win over, I don't even know who he fought. I don't care. Hurt his hand. That's all I know. And he was slowing down and getting hit with overhand rights in the second half of the fight. So you already know what was going to happen. That's why I kept saying Caleb Plant's going to get stopped in the second half of the fight because we knew what was going to happen. And when the fight happened Saturday, what happened? That happened. That's what happened. But it all don't matter because I'm blaming David Benavidez for all of this. With that being said, y'all hit the like button, comment below, share, do all of that. I'm gone. I'm going to the gym. I'll post some footage up, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm out, man.